Hey there! Okay, so today we are going to talk about challenge groups. I thought it might be a good idea to just kind of give you some of my tips on how to run a successful challenge group. So once the person is committed and they've purchased their challenge pack, and this is more specific, I guess this is specified to anyone, I like to send them an email just saying thank you, and I also include a recipe for a couple of my favorite recipes of the Shakeology that they ordered. And then I have a 21-day fix tips video that I include in that attachment in that email. And then I let them know kind of what's to come. So like, okay, we're going to be kicking off, prep week, and then, we'll get started on blank blank date. So just so that they're kind of aware and that you don't lose that like momentum. I also ask them, to include their, I try to get understanding what weight they are so I know what calorie range they are for the printouts, and then I send them some of the 21-day fix printouts as well. So then I add them to the group, and then when, let's say 21-day fix is kicking off on a Monday, the week prior, I call that my prep week. So I add people throughout that week, all different times. Some people have their stuff, some people don't. And in that week, we talk about exactly what to expect in the group. So we go over measurements and pictures, and we go over getting their, the challenges of the day and what they can win and how they can best use this group for accountability. I like to get it all out there so that I can ensure that people are ready. And then the night before, I like to post on their individual wall, kind of just some encouragement. Nothing too personal, like they're going on a fitness journey, but just that you believe in them and that you're in their corner, and just so that they, again, it's a little bit of good publicity for you, and it'll get people asking, as well as it just encourages that challenger. And then so then make sure during the challenge group you're just really participating as a challenger. So like, if you know total body cardio is hard, then let's like call it what it is and say, gosh, today was hard, and just be in it with them. Don't so much be the coach, but be the challenger. Be in the gritty with them. That makes you a real person. Make sure that you're sharing your sweaty selfie, and you drinking your Shakio, and you sharing your food, and all of the above. Be an example of what you want them to be, and they will totally replicate. And then I would definitely use buffer for my posts, and I would ensure that the morning post, the encouragement post, is the first thing in the morning, like maybe depending on what time zone, but like 4:30 a.m., and then maybe a challenge post, and then like your check-in post. Halfway through the group, I like to send an email to all of the challengers, just kind of checking in and seeing how they're doing, and see if there's anything that's not working, or if they are frustrated, or they're not losing weight. And this just kind of gives you a personal one-on-one with them in case they're intimidated by the largeness of the group. And then I would send this email sooner if you notice that they've gone MIA. So if all of a sudden they've disappeared, then I would just send them something that kind of, hey, I hope everything's all right. I've been thinking about you. Here to help in any way I can. And just make sure that they're still, pursuing the program. And then be sure to do a reminder. Now, something I started doing versus the whole group, I set a reminder for 30 days that everyone buys the challenge pack. So that way I can remind each person on their 27th day that they're going to be charged for club as well as Shakeology if they don't call and cancel. And I'll give them the number, and I just want to make sure everything is out there. And I just set a reminder in my phone, hey, let blank blank know that they're about to be charged. This will just ensure that you're always on the up and up, and that people aren't getting charged for something that they didn't think they purchased. And then something I recently just started doing is each day of the challenge, I just give one of the challengers a shout out on their personal wall. So like, maybe someone had a kick butt, they did a challenge really hard, or their picture was really great, or they're just really engaging in the group, or they gave good advice, then I just let them know, like, hey, thanks for being an awesome encourager in our group, keep up the great work. Something super simple. So I hope this is helpful. make sure that when people check in each day in your post, like you're commenting. You're not just like liking their stuff, but you're commenting on their photo. Like, hey, you look so good sweaty, or, what kind of shaky are you drinking? Or just be really engaging in your group, and people will come back. And then the last thing is, depending on what kind of challengers you have, I always set the invite. So when you're about to launch your next challenge group, make sure that you let them in on it first. It's kind of like a sneak peek. Hey, we're coming up again. And then make sure that they know that there is a way to get Shakeology cheaper by being a coach. And I just make that part of the post. So I hope these was helpful tools and that you'll be able to put them into practice. So have a great day. Thanks for listening.